Origin because it was Victoria versus the
Allies.
the Allies. They basically brought in all the states together. But the very first 5 minutes, you had Sam Mitchell and Lance Franklin punching on, and they were both playing for Hawthorn at that stage, and and played in grand finals together. And you're like, they were just that was a box on. They did not care. It was like, nah, I'm playing for this team, you're playing for that team.
That's probably one thing that we probably don't with the AFL is that there's probably 3 or 4 states that will put their hand up. And as much as the AFL says it's the AFL, it's still very Victorian-centric as far as, there's 10 teams in Victoria?
Yeah.
So they're thinking, it'll be Victoria versus this. It's like, well, why do we have to play you? WA versus Adelaide versus South Australia?
Well, the thing is...
Because they're saying, we'll Victoria versus a combined side.
Well, WA wants to beat Victoria, and South Australia want to beat Victoria, and that's pretty much why. But Ollie's actually just written in and said it'll never happen because it's still the VFL. So he's basically gone along with the same lines. Victoria wouldn't want to lose. Yeah. I don't know if they would.
I don't know. I don't think they would lose.
The AFL's Victorian-centric, like the Australian cricket team's New South Wales-centric.
Yeah.
Sure.
But just on to the prices of the game again. That was pathetic. $70 for a ticket to go watch the game. The game is this Sunday. They would want to readdress that something serious because
if it's not sold out, then they need to have a good hard look at themselves.
Well, the tickets I was looking at weren't fantastic either. But I thought, it's the last game. It'd be nice to go down, check it out. $70. That is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. Subiaco, seriously, what the hell is going on there?
If they're trying to shove the last little bag of money in the bag before they run off into the distance, well, yeah,
it's a bit cynical.
You picked the wrong game to do it at.
Yeah.
This is righto, sign off.
They're banking on the fact that because it's the last game at Subiaco, people will play whatever they want. But
but then you're going to go and pay $6 for a half glass of warm mid-strength beer.
Well, after lining up for 16 hours and missing 3/4 of the game.
No.
Yeah.
I can think of better ways to sign off on Subiaco Oval, and that's not one of them. So
no, you
can't see this on radio, Subi, but yeah,
they better sort this out, and I would expect to see a something similar to what Adelaide's done. Change the price. You were going to get, Adelaide sold out the stadium.
It's too late now.
Well, if they announce something tomorrow, say, right, tickets are going to be a couple of days out.
How many people who've bought tickets are going to turn around and go, well, hang on a second, why did I have to carve out?
And you pay, this guy's paying 16 and sitting next to me.
Give me a spell.
I'd lose. I wouldn't have paid 70, but yeah.
Oh, it could be something like what those blokes did. They just started taking seats home for souvenirs out of Subiaco.
You paid $70. I think you deserve to take a seat home with you.
I bought the seat. No, I bought the seat. That's it.
That's it. I've paid.
What are you going to do with it?
Right, we'll move on to the next topic, the Rugby League World Cup, the pool system. Donnie, this one's got you a little bit fired up.
It was funny, like I was sitting down trying to think of what am I going to put my blowtorch on. I knew it was Rugby League World Cup, but there's about 7 things with the World Cup that are frustrating. I've decided to go with the pool system, and basically they've got a 14-team system, so there's 2 pools of 4 and 2 pools of 3, which doesn't make sense. Just add 2 more teams. 4 teams of 4, the top 2 from each pool go through, the same as every other World Cup. But Rugby League's decided to do it differently, and what's ended up happening is you got all the best teams in the pools of 4. So because all the best teams are in the pool of 4, they've decided the top 3 from those pools go through, and in the pools of 3, only the top teams go through. So in the end, Samoa have made the quarterfinals, despite the fact they have had 2 losses and a draw. They have not won a game. And they're in the quarterfinals. Ireland, on the other hand, they beat Italy, who are a red-hot team. They belted Wales in Perth on the weekend by 30-odd points. And they went down narrowly to Papua New Guinea, who, again, are a very, very good team. So they've won 2 out of their 3 games. They're on the plane home. They did not make the quarterfinals, despite the fact they won 2 out of 3. Samoa won none out of 3. It makes no sense. It is completely unfair.
Yeah, but it's not a real sport, Donny. I had to do that.
Donny's about to go over the... sorry. Hey, we're just going to have to go to a quick advert break.
No, that's...
How did they come up with that?
That is phenomenal. That's like Ralph from The Simpsons came up with the plan for this one.
It's almost like we've got the AFL top 8. We'll send them over to... we'll help you out with the Rugby League World Cup, guys.
Wow. And it's like that in the NFL where the top of the conference goes up, and there's sides that have only won 4 games that are going into finals.
They're the top of the conference.
Yeah, and there's 2 that are in the other conference that have won 9 games each or 10 games out of 16 that one of them misses out.
Well, at least with the NFL, they'd get a chance in a wild card game or something like that. Some chance of actually playing another game to make it into the finals, but with this
That is phenomenal.
Nothing.
You imagine that you win 2, you lose 1 by next to nothing, and you're going home, but the team that hasn't won a game, they're off to the finals. You beauty.
Yeah, they...
Hey, that'd be it. We just sort of going, do you want a hand carrying your luggage out? We're still here in the hotel.
Yeah.
Hi,
We're
how you going?
staying.
We're staying.
What's that? That'd surely be like $1, but they're not going to win.
Oh, they're playing against Australia in Darwin, so I think Samoa are done and dusted.
Apparently, there's already been the Monsoon nightclub's already been booked out. So.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a good spot, Monsoons.
It
used to be better when it was Rorke's Drift, but anyway.
On to the next topic, and Ange. Good old Ange. Postecoglou.
Whinge
How many
about
times has he
something.
been on the Blow Talk?
When hasn't he been on it?
Yeah, he's a weekly occurrence.
What are you whinging about now, Ange?
He's got the win.
Yeah, this is the first thing. What are you doing? You've come back from Honduras, where, quite honestly, you could have grown potatoes where he played. He gets back, first radio interview, not happy with the pitch. What do you want, mate? Seriously? Oh my God.
Yeah, to be fair, the stadium that they played at, they just had
potatoes?
Jam. No, Monster Jam on. They had some big. I don't even know what Monster Jam is. Is that the basketball?
No.
What's Monster Jam?
I'm assuming Monster Jam is like monster trucks where they drive around on paddocks.
Either that or it's a music festival.
I don't know what it was, but apparently they had Monster Jam on that stadium just before the Socceroos game. But nobody else wanted the Socceroos game. Like both the game against Syria and the game against Honduras, both in Sydney.
No.
Why did nobody else put up their hand and say...
MCG, hello. Yeah. What are we doing at Subiaco?
Monster Jam is a monster truck.
Monster truck?
Yeah, monster
truck. So monster trucks driving around on that field. No wonder it was a bit below Andrew's standards, but it still looked all right tonight.
He's not going to be there next week anyway, so does he care?
It was certainly better than the bloody Honduras.
Honduras looks like they'd only just got out the green paint, put that over the top of it.
Bit of cement covered in paint.
Just something positive, Ange. Come on.
Tell us what you're doing, Ange. Seriously.
How many questions do you think he's going to cop?
I was actually reading through on Twitter before, and he was very... he dodged it. We're just going to celebrate tonight. The boys are there. Blah, blah, blah. Throw in a few more cliches, and there's Ange Postecoglou's press conference.
He's off to be the president of the Turkey team that...
Popovic is going to take over from Tony Popovic, who's about to get the flick after a couple of games.
He's in charge there now. There's no one else there.
He's the only one still there. The whole board's resigned.
He's opening up the doors.
Righto, we'll be back in a moment and we'll quickly get through some of these results and fixtures for next week. We've got 5 minutes to go. Look at us go. We might actually keep stuff in the program this week. We'll be back in a moment.
This is In the Sheds with Albie, Brucey and Donny. Check us out on Facebook or Twitter @TheSheds885.
That's right, you are in the Sheds. You can hit us up on Twitter or on Facebook @TheSheds885. Write in, tell us your top 11 or your starting 11 for the Ashes. We're very keen to see if you're going to keep Renshaw in the side or not. And so, Donny, we're going to get stuck into the fixtures for next week, and we'll start with the Perth Heat.
Yeah, so the Australian Baseball League season kicks off this weekend. The Perth Heat, they're away, so not a home game this weekend, but their first game against the Melbourne Aces. We had Simon Isons on the show last week. He told us that the Aces were probably one of the teams to beat. He expects us to be top 3, so that should be a really good game down there in Melbourne, and we'll try and endeavour to get Simon on the show to give us a bit of a wrap of that game, and then preview our first home game next week's show.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, it looks like we're going to have that sorted where we will have weekly updates from Simon, which will be fantastic because what better person to speak to get results and the background behind the games than by the man himself. We'll move. We've talked about the Socceroos. Fantastic. We're going to Russia.
3-1 win. If you didn't hear, if you're living under a rock or you're at work and you didn't get a chance to see the game, the Socceroos 3-1 winners over Honduras, and they all 3 goals to Mile Jedinak, the fabulous beard of Mile Jedinak got all 3, and 3-1.
A lot of people have questioned him coming back into the team and his fitness and everything else like that, but the captain's back in.
Take that.
Smack.
On to New Zealand. They've beaten us in the soccer and in the basketball. Bit disappointing in that regard.
They're just a province of Australia.
Yeah.
As soon as they work it out, the better. They're almost like Tasmania.
Pretty much like we do claim the New Zealand actors when they do well, so we'll just claim the New Zealand soccer team as well.
Until they get drunk and start hitting bounces with a phone or something like that.
Don't beat Perth. Beat someone else. Stop beating Western Australian teams.
Kenny Lowe wouldn't have long left, would he?
It's got to be a question that's going to have to start getting asked. I know he's a popular bloke and people love talking to him, but people love his post-match press conferences, his honesty and all that sort of stuff, but patience has got to be running thin. To let 5 goals in against the Wellington Phoenix, who had not won a game, hadn't looked like winning a game.
And to sit at your press conference and start talking as if we only lost 4-5. No, you lost. You still lost. He was trying to count those another 2 goals on there as if, we're going to get them back. No.
The women's Ashes, we didn't really get a result with that game, which is a bit disappointing. Drawn game, like you said during the controversy corner, Donnie, it would have been good to give it a 5th and see if we got an outright result.
So three 2020 games, though, this week coming up.
Soap Dodgers have got to win all 3.
One win, and our women will retain the Ashes. We've got a big couple of games coming up. Hopefully, heading into the last game, it's not still live. Hopefully, the last game, or even the second game's a dead rubber, and we've already got it wrapped up. So,
it'd be interesting though.
I know it'd be interesting, but
we want to take it out.
Let's slow it up.
The girls deserve it. They've worked really hard. The Warriors set up very good position. Day 5 tomorrow. We'll wrap up this. Sorry, which day?
It's day 4. 3 today.
Day 4.
Day 4 tomorrow.
Day 4 tomorrow? Oh, okay, sorry, I read that.
Day 3 today, day 4 tomorrow.
Yeah, so...
first class game's only 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. So, day 4 tomorrow, wrapping that game up. Australia, very good position. WA, very good position.
Yeah, we've given South Australia a chance. I don't think we batted as well as we would have liked today.
Yeah,
we got... but from listening to commentators, the pitch has changed a bit.
Yeah. Our bowling attack has been significantly better than the South Australian, but yeah.
Oh, we should still win. I mean, we're 300 in front. They've got 9 wickets in hand. We should get it done.
3 sessions. I don't know if there's been any delays during the game. So what are we looking at? 90 overs. So
there's plenty of time for them to get the
plenty of time. So
plenty of time,
and plenty of time for us to get the
plenty of time for us to get the wickets. There should be a result tomorrow. Hopefully, it's the one we want.
Yep. And the WA second 11.
Second 11's flying. They had a really good win over ACT. Will Basisto made a double century, so he made 200, and he's forced his way in. So he's playing in this Shield game because of the double century he scored late last week. So since the last show was on, the second 11 going really well.
No worries. Now, for next week, the Ellenbrook Rangers first grade will be taking on Rolly Stone